Did Rocky tell you that Amber Heard was having an affair with Cara Delevingne while she was still married to Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Did she ever tell you that the three of them, Elon Musk, Cara Delevingne, spent the night with Amber in November of 2016?
To the specific date, I can't say.
Did she ever tell you in words or substance, while Amber was still married to Johnny Depp, that the three of them, Amber Heard, Elon Musk, and Cara Delevingne, spent the night together?
Yes.
So they were having a three-way affair, correct?
My understanding, yes.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and today there was a new article in the New York Times. They did quite a long, lengthy interview when it came to Elon Musk, and we are going to talk quite a bit about Elon Musk, but, most of it wasn't anything I was interested in. Most of it was, about his baby and Grimes and Tesla, and there's just a bunch of stuff that he has to do with Space Force X and stuff like that. That is not my forte. Now, there was some reportable stuff within this article that has to do with the subject we've been talking in great detail about. And also, I want to let you guys know, go check out that Umbrella Guy's newest video. He found something in the documents that I had not seen. Now, when I went through the documents, for the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, obviously I'm talking about, but I did not see these texts, and they were, kind of on the bottom of the Josh Drew witness statement. It was the day when I was working, and I didn't have time to go through all the witness statements. My God, he found a great find here. So make sure you check that out. But let's talk a little bit about Elon Musk. Now, Elon is known, in this situation quite a bit. And of course, the New York Times is gonna question about it because this has been all over the news. And what does he say when it comes to the allegations of him having an affair with Amber Heard? He said, I definitely was not having an affair with Amber while she was married with Johnny. This is totally false, right? So that video I played for you in the beginning is Josh Drew. At that time, he was with Rocky Pennington, talking about, that relationship. And it even goes on, further to say that he was, like a three-way relationship. With that girl, I cannot say her name, I'm going to put it on the screen, that played Enchantress. But it's kind of funny, like, her best friend said you did. Her best friend said not only did you, but you had this weird either three-way relationship or maybe just a menage a trois. But regardless, like, why would he lie under oath about that? Seems a little suspect, Elon, but sure, you're gonna save face, and I totally get that. So he says, about the contention that he had a threesome with Miss Heard and her friend Cara, not trying, sorry. Mr. Musk said, laughing, we did not have the threesome, So I think people think these things are generally more salacious than they are. Okay, well, I understand that. You, again, wanting to save face, but it seems very weird that he would, clearly lie under oath for you. Okay, sure. I find that very weird. So he had some advice for Mr. Depp and Miss Heard. For the two of them, I would just recommend they bury the hatchet and move on. And that would be good advice in any other circumstance. Any other breakup, you move on, you bury the hatchet, you be at least amicable with each other, and you move on. That is good advice in a different situation. Had Amber not slandered his name, had Amber not completely defamed him, had Amber not went on basically a tour of defamation. Had Amber not written, her op-ed and everything else, it would be different. She accused him of heinous crimes. This is a little different situation. He deserves to have his name, at least partially restored. He deserves to have justice. And honestly, the people that she trivialized, the victims that she trivialized by getting her name out there, as, fake abuse, such as Tara Roberts and any other victim of domestic violence, they deserve this justice just as much as Johnny did. So, he does say, he is asked about Miss Johnny Depp, deprecation of him as a mollusk. And originally, when I first read this, months ago when those texts came out, I was like, why would he call him a mollusk? Like, it doesn't quite make sense. Oh, it's because he's spineless, right? So, Mr. Musk chuckled again, saying, well, yeah, I hope he recovers from this situation. Well, yeah, I mean, I imagine you do. I noted that the actor employed some smack talk worthy of a private in a text message to Miss Heard. Now, that was read in court, threatening to slice off sensitive parts of Mr. Musk's anatomy. He's being nice about saying he was going to cut off his dick. So, if Johnny wants a cage fight, just let me know, Mr. Musk said mischievously, breaking into his famous giggle. Very good writing there with the description. But if he wants a cage fight, just let me know. Yeah, I don't think that's very smart. Like, I'm not saying Johnny couldn't whip his ass, but he's got some years on him, and yeah, I know. How about instead of, going at this in a violent, he's been through such a violent relationship, why go at this a violent way? How about you just prove you didn't do these things? Like, surely you've got to have receipts, albeit text messages or pictures or something, saying that you didn't cheat in these days that you are suspected you were somewhere else, right? Okay. So, more violence equals more violence. All right. Well, Elon also kind of had a little heyday with Twitter in the last 24 hours. I actually had to look up a lot of what this was. So, I obviously don't use this app. I think it's a cesspool. And this is a perfect reason as to why. So, he does put this, Rose character, right? Twitter sucks. I bet no one on Rose Twitter even has a guillotine posers. Now, when I look this up, they are talking specifically, this Rose character specifically, denotates, democratic socialists. Well, yeah, I completely agree with anything, or disagree with anything socialist, so I get what he's saying here, but there must be, and obviously I don't know, there must be more of a community on that platform that has to do with socialism, and we've seen it rise up a lot lately, even, to Black Lives Matter. Having the people involved, the founders, saying, they are trained Marxists. They don't want anything to do with our society. They want to get rid of and dismantle the nuclear family. And they want children raised by communities. So, I'm so glad I avoid all of that. I just think it's funny. He's literally just kind of trying to stir the shit. So somebody did come back and say, much better than Facebook though. And he put slow drag on a cigarette Facebook. Haven't heard that name in years, right? Facebook is kind of, at least from what I can tell, has kind of went by the wayside, or it's used for less political and more familial areas and, contacts and such. But here's what really made people mad. And I actually find it kind of funny that people are so upset by something so simple. So, he said pronouns suck. Now, obviously, he is, talking about, people that use their pronouns. Now, we just talked about this all week when it comes to Io Tilleray. He used to go by she, about halfway through the trial, used to go by he, then halfway through the trial went by she, and as of yesterday, he was back to he. He is one of the types that are very much so a trans-trender. Now, do I believe there are multiple sexes? I've said this before. No, well, multiple, yeah, 2. But I'm saying, can there be trans women and trans men? Of course there can. And I will and have no problem using your pronouns out of an issue of respect. Now, disrespect me, and you're probably going to lose that. There are people that I really enjoy that did, suffered from gender dysphoria, such as Blair White. I think she is one of the most beautiful women, trans women, I have ever seen. But yes, she won't deny the fact to you that she was born a male. And I have seen the most crazy lunacy when it comes to, I think it was in UK, they were talking about trans women can get cervical cancer too. No, that's impossible. They don't have a cervix. The only way you can have these things is if you were born female. So do I think, it's okay to use someone's pronouns? Of course. If they're a decent person, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I will not be simply disrespectful or impolite. But don't go with that far left progressiveness where you think that men, have periods. You think that men or, trans women should be able to go into the same sports that somebody like myself is able to, which is completely putting at, somebody like myself, only not even 5'4", putting myself at a disadvantage. Structurally, men are built different. If you're a transgender woman, you were born a man. We should be able to have that conversation without pissing people off. But this was just a troll move, and I went way too much into politics, and I apologize. But I just find it very funny that he's stirring the shit. Not only do pronouns suck, but he wants to fight Johnny Depp and so on and so forth. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about this. What you guys think about the Johnny Depp trial that is happening this week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.